Buongiorno and welcome to episode 15 of this Napoli Football Manager 2018 series. Thank you for the support on the series so far, and those of you that are continuing to watch it despite all of the amazing Football Manager content out there that might be grabbing your attention a bit more than this one. Of course, I've got the Score One Still One series, and my first Football Manager experiment is now out too, so maybe you want to go and check those out if you haven't done so already. Today's episode, we've got two big games, because we're playing Leipzig in the Champions League. We're currently third in the table after two games. It's not gone amazingly, has it? And we're also going to take on Juventus, top of the table Juventus in the league. I have struggled a little bit more this season compared to last, but we still haven't lost in the league. If I just go to the most recent results, since the last episode where we beat Roma in the league and lost against Real Madrid, we've played 6 games, 3 wins, 3 draws, and I've decided to mix the tactic up a bit as a result. I kind of feel like either the AI is starting to understand it a bit better and we're struggling a little bit more, particularly away from home. You can see there's been 3 1-1 away draws. Or since updates and all of that sort of thing, my tactics just started to not work quite as well. So I have mixed things up a bit, which I will show you in a second. But since the last episode then, we started off with a 1-1 draw against Genoa. Marco Asensio saving the day for us. He is a brilliant player, by the way, despite the fact he's a bit upset with me because I didn't sign any sort of world-class players to play alongside him. He's still playing very well. We then beat Pescara 3-0. Asensio with a goal and a penalty, so 2 goals, and Mertens with the other one. 1-1 away draw against Udinese. Like I said, we are struggling a little bit against away from home. Mertens opened the scoring. They scored a late penalty. They did get a really late red card, but by that point it was all over really as a contest, and it finished 1-1. Then an away draw against Lyon. Another late goal we conceded after scoring a late goal ourselves. Asensio with a penalty in the 76th minute. Memphis Depay equalised 5 minutes later. I changed the tactic up a little bit for this game against Verona, and we managed to win 2-1, and we played well. We didn't really deserve to concede a goal, I don't think. Dries Mertens played well, 2 goals from him. And then against Inter Milan, we managed to win 2-1 away from home, most importantly, because I've really struggled this season away from home, and the tactics seemed to work well, despite the fact we did concede in the first minute. I think we were asleep still in the first minute, and Bastos scored. But Mertens scored a penalty, and Milik coming off the bench to score a late winner. He is an important weapon for us off the bench, and I'm actually going to be playing him today up front as a complete forward. I'm resting Mertens. I'm still pushing forwards with the trequartista role, but Milik prefers to either play as a target man or complete forward, so he's going to play up there. Insigne's been the most disappointing player this season. He's just not done anything for us on the left-hand side as the inside forward. I don't know why. His impact has just been completely evaporated. I really don't know why. I'm resting Asensio and Mertens today, so Lallana is playing behind Milik. Robert's on the right-hand side. Rog is playing instead of Renato Sanchez. Diawara, our usual defensive mid. In fact, let's play Elneny. Let's play Elneny today instead. Let's give Diawara a rest. Husai, Koulibaly, Sarr and Darmian at left back because George is injured. And I think I trust Darmian more than Garbett. Garbett, it really is. I mean, he's unregistered for the Champions League anyway, but he really is backup. He was a cheap signing and he's just backup if I need him. And Pepe Reina in goal, of course. Raya did make his debut, though, because of Reina being injured against Inter Milan. Question of the day, then. I haven't done one of these for a while, so let me know in the comment section below which team or teams you support, as you might support more than one team. So you can let me know in the comment section below, just so I can get to know you a bit better. As you probably am aware, I support West Ham, but I also West Ham's the team I support, but I take an interest in the results of Chelmsford City because that's where I'm from. Eastleigh, because that's where I live now, although I don't really check their results that often, but, I do follow them a little bit. And Southampton, because that's where I went to university, just down the road. Saw them quite a lot at uni, but, I don't support them. West Ham's my team. I can't be supporting Southampton in the Premier League too, but I take an interest in their results. Follow them on social media just to see what is going on with the club. A really well-run club, Southampton. Better than West Ham. I mean, we're just a mess. Southampton have a plan, I think. They seem to have a plan. They know what they want. They know they're not the biggest team in the world, but they seem to be very well run with their management decisions. Like, they do sack their managers quite often, but they always seem to know who is going to come in next. They seem to scout managers almost. They know which manager will fit the bunch of players that they have. And they always seem to do well, despite having to sell a lot of their best players. Anyway, back to Napoli. Let's see how we get on today against the Germans in Leipzig. A very youthful team, but a very good team. And they're looking to play it out from the back by the looks of it. We are at home. We should be winning this. I forgot to actually show you what I changed about the tactic. It looks exactly the same, doesn't it? And here's Werner. Oh, what a goal. Great goal. And we're 1-0 down. I'm going to demand more. With the Champions League, I mean, this is the competition I want to win this season. We've lost a game. We've drawn a game against Lyon. And now we're losing against Leipzig. It is not going to plan. Tactically, this is what I'm doing now. We're trying to control the game, basically. Lowered the tempo, gone shorter passing. I'm just changing things up. I'm fiddling with it, really, hoping that something will work. Maybe I shouldn't have played a weaker team today, but I'm thinking about Juventus. But then if I really want to win the Champions League, I should be playing my strongest team against Leipzig, and then against Juventus, I should be playing a weaker team. But yeah, I've made that decision now. Here's Adam Lallana. He's not really done much for us yet since signing. I guess I haven't given him consistent place in the team. But he needs to impress me if he wants to get a consistent place in the team. Here's Robert. It's a catch-22 situation, really. Lallana, back to Robert. Into Rock. Lovely ball to Husai. Husai, can he put a good ball in? It is a good ball. And Milik scores. 1-1. That's his third goal of the season already, and I think this is his first start. I think I'm correct in saying that. This was lovely football from us. Just the overlap. I've still got that on. I still want to use the overlap, and that just was perfection. And a great finish from Milik. He does score goals. He's a bit unlucky to be in a team with Mertens, really. Crossed in by Leipzig, and the bar. Werner is always... He's a danger, isn't he? We have to watch out for him. Did I do any opposition instructions? I'm not 100% sure. Husai heads that away, but they're still on the ball. They look very dangerous, don't they? They've got some quality players. Here's Bruma. Bruma crossing it in. Wins a call. I hate those crosses. Well, there's so many of them. Are we marking Werner? No, let's mark him. And it's a corner to Leipzig. It's going to be whipped across. It is a great ball in. I've actually changed my defensive corners as well because I've been struggling a little bit. I'm just trying to get the right balance. It's the first time on FM18 that I've felt like I'm up against it a bit and I need to change things. I've relied on the same two tactics, the counter and away tactic with Man City and Napoli. And this is the first time that I've actually had to tinker. I was known as the Tinkerman for the last couple of years, really, on Football Manager. I do change things up a bit too much. But this year, I've been very consistent up until this point. And now you're going to see the famous Tinkerman back as Verma almost scores again. We are getting ripped apart at the back. We just cannot deal with them. I'm not really sure what to do. See, this is where I'm going to be tinkering because I'm trying to work things out. Milik! Oh, he had to score. One-on-ones. I hate them. FM18 again. One-on-ones. Defensively, what I think if we sit slightly deeper, because Werner's just getting behind. I think Sarr is just, he's getting caught out as well. I'm just going to put him as a normal centre back because I think as a stopper he's moving up and just allowing space in behind him. That's my theory anyway. I don't really know, but he's on a 6.4, getting absolutely murdered. I'm going to say you've been unlucky so far, and then to the defence, I'm going to say you have the ability to make a real difference. You can play much better than that today. Milik's looking nervous despite scoring a goal. What is wrong with Insigne? It's almost like his position has just stopped working. I don't understand what is happening with Insigne this season. I mean, if he carries on like this, I might just sell him, which seems awful to say considering I've already sold Hamsik. But he's just not performing. I think I need to have a little word with him after this match. Just say, your form has been awful. Do something about it, my friend. Lorenzo. Here's Batshuayi. They've got Batshuayi, and he's just blasted it over. They've made a change. In fact, let's opposition instructions on Batshuayi. I think we'll mark him actually and close down. He's He's a dangerous player. See, I'm finally doing stuff tactically, which makes it a little bit more interesting, I think. Previously, I've just left it alone, and you haven't seen... Oh, I think I'm going to bring Malang Sarr off. I'm going to throw on... I thought I had... Oh, there's Maksimovic. Let's bring on Maksimovic. I am tempted to do something a bit different here. This is where the Tinkerman comes along and does some weird stuff. Sanchez is going to play as Mazzala. Lallana as an advanced playmaker. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. Darmian's going to play as a defensive fullback just to defend that side of the pitch. What am I doing? Control me, guys. You know what I'm like when I get like this. Those of you that have been around a while, I just go crazy. I need to be stopped. I'm just playing around. Why am I doing this? The tactic is okay still. I still haven't been beaten, but I've changed it now. I've not beaten in the league, I must add. Of course, we have lost in cup competitions. Here's Lallana into Renato Sanchez. This might work. He's on the charge here. I've not used a Mazzala yet. It's like a box-to-box midfielder thing. I don't know where he shot from there. Free kick to Leipzig. Oh, no. Oh, what a goal. I think we're just a beaten team today. We've been absolutely awful. And I don't know why. Maybe we'll go mixed passing and exploit the right-hand flank. Look for the overlap on the right-hand flank. What am I doing? I don't know. It's more fun this way, though. I feel like it was getting a bit stale, this series, for the simple reason I just was not... I wasn't playing around with it. I'm just clicking. Clicking yes. Clicking continue. Clicking play and not having to do a huge amount. But this is more of a challenge now. It does look like we're going to lose this game, though. And that's a little bit frustrating. We're bringing on Palacios. I'm not sure if that will make much of a difference. We'll throw him up a bit. Oh, he can't play there. He has to play right midfield. We won't throw him up. Lallana can play as an inside forward, so we're putting him into Insigne's position. And Rog will move. We're basically doing what we were doing. Our old... I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, I'm going back to what I was doing. And Rog can... Oh, he can play as a Mazzala as well. Two Mazzalas. Box-to-box midfielder and a Mazzala. I don't think they can really work together. So Mazzalas like to drift wide. So if we play Sanchez there, he can whip out wide with Rog as a box-to-box midfielder. What am I doing? I have no idea. Last few minutes then. Can we grab an equaliser? I think we're more likely to concede here. Look at this. Bruma. He looks dangerous. That was close. That was too close for comfort. We're going overload. In fact, why am I not on roaming from positions? Roam from positions. I've clicked too many buttons in this match. The Tinkerman has failed today. 2-1 defeat. And I think we're going out the Champions League, guys. And that's a real disappointment because that was the thing I really wanted to win this season. I should have ended it after season 1. I couldn't improve upon that. Unbeaten in the league. We got to the Champions League quarter-finals. And now we're in real trouble. The next game against Leipzig is incredibly important. We have to win that. We're 5 points behind. The other match finished... Where is it? Where's the other match? Where are we? We're up here. Real Madrid won against Lyon. Real Madrid are going through. We have to beat Leipzig next match to go up to 4 points and then really do something, pull off some sort of miracle against Real Madrid and Lyon and hope that Real Madrid beat Leipzig. It's not really in our hands, I don't think, anymore. So Brexit has occurred on my save, but it looks like a soft Brexit. It says no new restrictions on European Union players. No changes to current work permit system. Why am I not managing in England now? I bet if I manage in England, I'm going to get a really disastrous one. And the one time I'm not managing in England, it's nice. I've just realised I'm top. I thought I was second in the table, but after my last win against Inter, I moved top. So, me saying at the start of the episode, I was playing top of the table Juventus. Juventus are playing top of the table Napoli. This is huge then. We still have the chance to... Well, I mean, the league is in our hands, but we're only 7 games in, so we can't really think about that yet. Champions League it kind of feels like it's over already, unless I can pull off a miracle. I would have played Diarra in the last game if I knew he was suspended today. I need to check these things. It's pretty hard to check these things, isn't it? But it is annoying. Renato Sanchez is going to come in. Mertens is going to come in. Milik did score, but I'm going to play Mertens. That might be the reason why we didn't win, because I wasn't playing the trequartista, which is so essential to this team, I believe. In comes Asensio, and I think I'm going to go with Palacios instead of Robert today. Can we continue our unbeaten league record then? It really is quite incredible that we've got to this point and we haven't lost a single league game with Napoli. It's unbelievable. This is the team that Juventus are playing. We lost against them in the Super Cup, of course, on penalties. Their team is weaker, I think, than last year. Higuain is injured and they've sold Dybala. They've got Correa in the team, and Mandzukic, Quadrado. They've got brilliant players, but I have confidence in my team. Juventus always thrive with their defence, don't they? They do have a good defence. Playing Chiellini left back. Let's get on with this then. I really want to continue on this unbeaten. As long as we don't lose this game, we stay top. Here we go, early on, Mertens. Oh, I was looking at my phone. I shouldn't be doing that. I missed the action. Here comes Asensio with the corner. Back to Palacios. Back to Asensio. That didn't really go to plan. I think I'm going to have to get rid of the short corner routines. It's just not working. In fact, let's do that now. Here's a throw-in. Chiellini loves his long throws, doesn't he? He's a left-back and he's doing long throws from the right-hand side. We need to hit them on the counter. In fact, this isn't a highlight. I need to confirm changes. Or maybe it is a highlight. Here goes Palacios. On the charge. Oh, what a run. And then he's tackled. Come on, Insigne. Do something for me, please. This is your moment to shine, these big games. Well, it's been boring so far, but are we going to have a highlight at the end of the... What was that? What was that pass? It's just wide. Corner, Insigne whips it in. Sarr! Oh, on the volley. That corner routine from the left-hand side was like that anyway. That wasn't me getting rid of the short routine because that was only on the right-hand side. So I can't really say that was down to me. But still, lovely to be 1-0 up at half-time. Malang Sarr with his second goal for the club. Didn't he score against Juventus before as well? Pleased with how it's going. Keep it up. Don't think there's any need to change the tactics. Maybe... No, I don't think we need to change it. We've got it in control. We're in control of the game. We're 1-0 up. See, our league form and our Champions League form, it's just so different. So weird. Mertens isn't having a good game today, but he's not really... We've not seen anything from him. If I watched it on extended highlights, then we would see stuff. But then the videos would be about half an hour long, rather than 20 minutes. It has been boring, though. I am going to take Sanchez off for Rog. In fact, let's move Darmian into right back. Did pick up a bit of a knock earlier in the game. Let's bring Garbett on for his debut against Juventus. That's brave, isn't it? Brave or stupid? We'll find out soon. And this has been the most boring game imaginable. I'm going to take off Mertens and bring on Milik for the last few minutes. We'll throw him on as a target man. Oh no, not another late goal from Juventus. Please, no. They don't deserve it. They've done nothing. Oh, another penalty. No! This is so frustrating. This is exactly like the game in the Super Cup. Right at the end, Juventus get an undeserved goal after nothing has happened. Reina went the right way as well. That is really annoying. We're going to pump the ball long to Milik for the last few minutes. We don't deserve that. I mean, a draw is fine. We stay top of the table. We keep our unbeaten run going. But it's really irritating. Concede a late goal and it's a penalty. Don't know what's going wrong. We just don't seem to be able to close out games at the moment. I mean, I can't be that disappointed. We stay top of the table. To draw against Juventus is a good result. Even if Atalanta win their game in hand, they'll still be a point behind us. But that is... I mean, those sorts of games, if we won that, we would be 4 points clear rather than 1. And that is a huge difference at this stage, especially against Juventus. I'm really disappointed in that. I think this tactic is just very similar. It's the formation, I think. It just seems to work well in stopping teams from being really... It just stops teams from scoring tons of goals against us. But going forwards, we do rely on the few chances that we do create. I still think it's the way to go. I just need to fiddle with these instructions a bit to fine-tune it, because we've not lost a single league game in... This is 46 league games. That is unbelievable. There's obviously something in this. Well, there was something in the original tactic, and this tactic that I've changed to in the last 3 games in the league, we have been unbeaten, but we did lose against Leipzig. Anyway, the next episode, it's going to be a special one. We're going to take... I'm going to play Spal, Bologna, Leipzig, Sassuolo and Lazio behind the scenes. And then we're going to have a treble live com. I'm going to take on Real Madrid in the Champions League, Sampdoria in the league, and then Leipzig and Lyon, in the Champions League. Those could be crucial, or they hopefully will be crucial games. Thanks for watching today's episode. Please hit that like button if you haven't done so already. I'll see you in episode 16.